What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a very different video, but also a very, very important one, because today, March 12th, is officially been 1 year of Apex SFX. Now, one thing is, I technically joined on March 2nd, but I wasn't able to make a 1 year anniversary thing on March 2nd. I totally lost track of time, so I just figured to do one now. So it has already been 1 year, but I'm just making this video on March 12th. So I'm sorry about that, but yes, it has officially been 1 year of Apex SFX, and I thought that we should make a video on it. So it's going to be a rather long video, but if you want to stick with it, or I don't know, continue watching it, that's what I meant to say, then, yeah, it's going to basically be a collection tour and kind of a review of everything I've done in this first year. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so just like I mentioned, we're going to do the collection tour first, and just like the last collection tour I did, we're going to start with the totally awesome Transformer logo I made a couple years back. Yeah, that's a little weird, but it still looks pretty cool. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So, yeah, as you can see already, a lot has changed in the past couple months. So I'm just going to start at the top here. At the top, you'll notice that I don't have my Siege and Earthrise figures up there anymore. Instead, I have kind of the movie crossovers. So, like, if you notice here, I got Ectotron, Gigawatt, and Maverick. I did move my Siege to the bottom shelf, and I'll get to that in a minute. Down here is just my big boxes and stuff. And some random accessories I needed to put in my accessory bin, but yeah. And then down here, this is probably the biggest change here, is my Masterpiece and third-party Autobot shelf. Yeah, so if you watched the last video, I only had like 3 up here last time, but I've been able to get a few more, so yeah. Yeah, I did replace my MP10 Optimus Prime with the MP44 official. This is not the knockoff. I know those are coming out and stuff, and people are getting fooled and stuff. This is the official one. So yeah, I was able to replace it, and it looks much better than the MP10, I think. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I finally got a Sideswipe. I never had a I did. It was a knockoff Masterpiece Sideswipe, and I hated the look. It was just fat and stuff. I know that sounds weird, but look at pictures of it. I mean, it's fat. And then I noticed that Batcube did their own version of a Sideswipe, and I took a look at it. I loved it, and I picked one up, and I've been really impressed with it. I did an unboxing on it, and you can go watch that. So, for all those new subscribers, that's why I said that, because I know a good portion of you already know I got one. But, yeah. And then back there, I got a Fans Toys Sheridan. I haven't done an unboxing. I filmed an unboxing back in December, but I haven't published it. Probably too late now. But, I did do an unboxing on him. A very nice figure. It is like all die-cast metal. I'm not kidding. It is a very heavy figure. And I couldn't feel a little bit of plastic on him anywhere. It was all freaking metal. So I highly recommend that figure. I have not transformed him, so I don't know how bad the transformation is. Smokescreen and Courageous and Jazz are pretty old figures. I've had them for a while. Oh yeah, the mini bots. So I know I've already made an unboxing on this. For all the new subscribers, this figure right here was probably the hardest one to get. X-Transbots Toro. I got scammed on this figure twice. I literally bought them twice, and both of them were scams. The first time, it got stuck because of COVID. I ordered it during the very beginning of COVID. And it took like 2 weeks to get here, and then I got it and the box was empty. And then the next time I ordered it from China, probably not the best idea, and then it came, and instead of a figure, it was a battery. So, classic scams there, but I was finally able to get a legit one, and I'm very happy that I was able to get my hands on one. So yeah, if you have not seen the unboxing of this figure, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go and watch it. Bumblebee's pretty old. Brawn is pretty old. You know, as much as I wanted this figure, and when I got him, I was happy with him for a while, he's just not really held up to the Masterpiece style. Everything's just so cartoon accurate now. And, he's good and all, but he's just not really holding up too well. So I might get a Fans Toys, Hunk, I think is what they called him, in the future. But he'll do for now. So, yeah. Right there, I did get an X-Transbots Boost, teal version. I did an unboxing on him as well. And I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to see that. Very nice figure. Transformation's killer, but it's a good figure in the end. Right there, I got a Bad Cube. What was it? I forgot the Bad Cube name, but it's Red Alert. It's basically the same model as their Sideswipe. It's a good figure. There's a few articulation problems that you'll just have to watch my unboxing on, and I'll leave a link in the description for that one as well. Now this guy right here is the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, which I've not done an unboxing. I don't feel like doing an unboxing, but yeah, there he is. He's huge, absolutely huge. He's bigger than MP44, so he's a good figure. I really like it, and he is able to store your Matrix of Leadership if you really want to store it there. I cannot get that stupid Matrix of Leadership into my MP44. I just cannot do it. I've already scratched some of the paint trying to do it. So I just put it in here for safekeeping. So that is one complaint about the MP44, is that I cannot get that stupid Matrix in there. So he is Matrixless right now. So yeah. And then just the trailer. This is kind of something I've always done with my collection. I've had the trailer in the back, and put the people there. Rollers in the back there. Got some steam effects going there. So yeah, that's kind of what's new with the Autobot shelf. My LED lights don't work anymore. My last video they worked, and they were nice while they lasted, but they only lasted for literally 2 days, and then they stopped. Now, I take AA batteries, or sorry, AAA batteries here, but the problem is you need like 48 of them. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna get like actual LED lights probably, and just replace those. So down here is my Decepticon shelf, and not much has happened. I did get the X-Transbot Stunticons, but otherwise not much has happened here. It's still pretty similar to my last video. This is kind of what changed here, and that is the X-Transbot Stunticons. I was able to get the whole set. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. If you are a longtime subscriber and you watched my Transformers Origins Dead End episode, and then you watched the video where I said I couldn't do it anymore because my Death Wish broke. Disclaimer, he broke, and then I fixed him, and then he broke again. I would have already started filming again, but he broke again. Now, it's not a big problem, but then something else started happening. And basically, so what happened originally is that his arm snapped off. The mushroom pegs supporting his arm snapped off. And considering it's third party, you can't exactly get parts just randomly on eBay. You have to literally contact the actual company who made it. So that's what I did. I was able to get a few parts. I fixed them up, but then the mushroom peg supporting the arm is wearing out again. And then another panel on his back snapped, causing him to just be a total wreck. That figure just likes to break on me. So he's fine for the moment, but a ton of stuff is starting to break on him. A ton of things are stressing. His arms are starting to break off again, and I'm just going to totally get a new one. So honestly, I'm not sure what the future of Transform Origins is looking like. I wish I didn't do Death Wish. I wish I would have probably done like Wild Rider or something. So don't expect any more episodes of that coming out anytime soon. But I do have a few more series that are coming out very soon as we speak. I've been working on those for a couple weeks. So yeah. But these four here have been really good figures. I know that there's quite a few complaints on the drag strip here. Mine did come broken out of the box, but I've heard it's an issue that everybody's had where his shoulder cracks because the screw's so tight. But I've also heard that people have that issue and they've transformed it countless times and moved it around and it's not broken yet. So it looks like the screw is holding the arm in place, but the covering, making sure everything's tight and stuff, is just completely cracked. Which is fine as long as the arm is still in place. So yeah. It's still a good figure. I love to look at it. It's probably what makes this shelf pop right now. Is just the bright yellow colors and just how cool he looks. Crack Up, I've had him for a little while. He's a good figure. Love him. Super cool figure. Now this one was the one that I also had trouble getting. I could not get I could never find an offer on eBay or Amazon or anything like that. It took a long time to get him, but I finally got one and I'm very pleased with it. He's got a lot of kibble, though, and that is something I don't like, because, yes, the X-Transbot Stunticons are known to have a little bit of kibble, but he is overkill. Like, overkill. And if you watch my unboxing, you'll see what I mean. But otherwise, it is a good figure. Now, the X-Transbox Gravestone is probably the best out of the set. It is absolutely massive. He's nearly bigger than the, I don't know what number it is, but he's a Masterpiece Megatron. He's almost bigger than that. And then he's all made of die cast. And literally every joint is on a ratchet joint. Oh, it is a great figure. I love to look at that figure every time I come into that room, in this room. So I highly recommend picking one of them up. The whole X-Transbox Stunticon set is a good set, but I'm just really displeased with the fact that they break real easily. So you're just going to have to be careful if you choose to go with X-Transbox. Now, I also said that I would go with DX9, but then I heard the bad news that they're shutting down. I know that they released the final Stunticon. I've just yet to get it yet. So I only have one. I've just kind of been focusing mainly on the X-Transbox because I think they're the superior set to go with. So yeah. I really want to get that replacement for that Starscream. It is just disgusting. I hate it. It does not look good, and it's poorly articulated. So I might get that new Masterpiece Starscream soon. Their Thrust is pretty old. I've had him for a long time. And Soundwave I've still not replaced yet because he's a knockoff and he's breaking all over the place. So definitely need to replace him. And then on the bottom here, this is where I keep my Siege and Earthrise figures now. A lot has changed back here. The last collection tour I made, I had probably like 4 or 5 of these. A lot has changed now. So I've gotten quite a bit of figures here. So for the Autobots, I'm like, I can't even put any more Autobots there. I've got like 2 of the 86 Studio Series lines in there too. And I'll be doing reviews on them soon. Hot Rod has been a problem for me. The 86 Hot Rod literally broke the first time I transformed it. I'm very picky, you need to know that. I've said that a lot in my videos now, but a tab broke off, causing one of his arms to not tab in properly, so that kind of sucks. But it is still a good figure. It comes with a buttload of accessories, and I just love to mess with them. And I just put the Matrix there in a little stand there. Yeah. So a lot of new stuff here. So yeah, very nice. Alright, so over here is my Studio Series Autobots. Nothing's changed here. I've barely gotten anything new here. I got Jolt. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's all I've gotten recently for the Studio Series line. But I did put a kind of a Bumblebee Hall of Fame there. So yeah, I just put a bunch of Bumblebees there, and the Buzzworthy one that got me 2.9 thousand views. On one of my videos. That is just awesome. I can't believe it blew up like that. But yeah. So that's pretty much it for the Autobot shelf. And that Paratrooper's still pretty old. Sign old. Alright, so now the Decepticon shelf. I've had a lot change here. As you can see, I was able to get my hands on a Studio Series Devastator. And we'll get into that in a minute. But I've gotten quite a few new, figures for a Decepticon shelf. Like this one here, I was able to get a Stockade. Nice figure, I like it. I was able to finally replace my Lockdown. My last Lockdown I had was just in bad condition. So yeah, nice. I was able to get a helicopter dropkick too. My car one door starting to break, like I mentioned in the last my last dropkick review. I said the door starting to break, and I was probably just gonna get the helicopter version. I've been happy with it, but his kibble's a little crazy. We'll save him for last, but yeah, not much changed here. I just put Blackout and him there. I did just get him. This is Payload, I think. I think he's a pretty rare figure because that mold is a rare mold. You don't really see it a lot. It's basically a bank truck, but you can't ever find like Takara Tomy released a Mountain Dew variant of that. It was like a Mountain Dew delivery truck, but nobody sells it. Like, I can't find it anywhere. Like, I've even searched it before. Nothing comes up. But I've seen reviews of it online. I almost started to think it was a custom or something. I don't know. But I was able to get a mold of that version there, and I'm very happy with it. It's a very good figure. The articulation's pretty bad on it, but it is still good. One of my favorite parts is that if you push this back, a giant claw will shoot out, and it's really cool. And then Studio Series Blackout, I just got him. He's a nice figure. I really like it. The helicopter mode's kind of got a big gap on it that kind of ruins it, but it's not too bad because I don't obviously transform them on the shelf. Now, Shatter and Dropkick's that's a different story. Now, for the big one, Devastator. This figure is really freaking awesome. And notice how he can't even fit into here barely. So basically, there's a fan mode that you can do. So basically, the original Studio Series Devastator stands up on his legs, and you can't make him crawl. But however, the like Transformer fans and stuff figured out a way to make him crawl, like in a crawl position, more accurate to the movie. And I just followed the instructions, and I was able to make him crawl, and he looks so much better like that. I love this Devastator. It is the best Devastator out there right now. I've heard of the Devil Savior thing that's coming out. I don't know if that's how you say it, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But, I just don't know how good that's going to come out, because I've heard the figures are terrible. Like, the individual figures are terrible. Like, Jobby the Hong's review. That was quite a weird review, but, he definitely kind of made the point through that it's a garbage figure. So, yeah. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to get him. Don't expect it, but it all depends on how it's going to come out. If it comes out exactly like the pictures say it's going to, I might get it. It's kind of growing on me. But if it's going to be garbage, I'm not doing it. Because, like, the individual figures look terrible to the movie. Like the Scavenger, for instance, it's terrible. It looks stupid. I mean, you just got to see pictures of it. But it's really skinny. The wheel is pushed way back. And it doesn't have a good face sculpt. It doesn't look anything like Scavenger. And then, I forget the name. It's this hand here. It's one of the hand components here. It's like this giant crawling thing. I don't like it. It's disgusting looking. It's not accurate to the movie. And yeah, I'm just looking for accuracy here. I don't want random figures that look nothing like their movie appearance. I want accurate figures. And Devil Savior, whatever it is the complete opposite of accurate. So, yeah. Now, maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't know, but I don't know. It's not accurate. But it does, the Devastator that they shared pictures, what they thought it was going to look like. I don't know what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, basically, the pictures they showed us a couple years back of what they wanted it to look like, I'm just not sure if it's going to be that good. I just don't know. The figures are garbage. I just don't think it's going to look that good. But, yeah. Sorry about that long prep talk of my opinion on the Devil Savior thing. Again, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. But under here, a lot has changed. I basically just put my other Devastator components in here. Some other random Masterpiece figures here. Knockoffs, of course. I wouldn't do that to any other Masterpiece. So a lot has changed there, but they're just useless figures I use for parts. So, yeah. I do want to get a replacement for my Stinger, my Studio Series Stinger, because that is one of the best Studio Series figures in my opinion. But mine, for whatever reason, broke. Basically, the front of it snapped off. And I need to get a replacement. It's one of my favorite figures, so yeah. But yeah, that is the 2021 collection tour, so I hope you enjoyed that. But now it's time to move on to our next thing that we're going to do in the video. Alright, so now the next part is just to kind of go over everything I've done in the past year. And so what I did is I made like this little stop motion montage of everything I've done. So I hope you enjoy it. It took a long time to make. So if you did, just leave a like on the video. That would be very appreciated. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this little montage. That'll be the last of the video, I think. I might just do like a little outro, but that's probably... So yeah, welcome to a GoBots review video. Today we'll be taking a look at 6 different GoBots that I have in my collection. Most of them are Renegades, and I got like 2 Guardians back there. So yeah, hope you enjoy. montage of everything I've done so far in my first year of YouTube. If you did, just leave a like or something. I don't know. I don't care what you do. Just I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody who subscribed and kind of stuck with me in the past year. Just thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the videos I put out, and I hope that you'll continue to stick with the channel and watch my new content that's coming out. I've got a whole slew of stuff coming out. So, yeah, just make sure that you're watching out for that. So, yeah, thanks again to everybody who subscribed, and thanks again to all those future subscribers that'll be coming soon, I think. So, yeah, thanks again, and thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.